2023 Nissan Frontier stand up to a year of horseplay? If you're a regular MotorTrend reader, you might think the 2023 Nissan Frontier midsize pickup is an odd addition to our long-term garage. You'll recall that we had some less than flattering things to say about the Frontier when it first came out, after testing, and in the wake of our 2022 Truck of the Year competition, our primary criticism being its lack of cutting-edge tech. And if you pay attention to bylines, you'll recall that I was the one who wrote those less than flattering things. So why am I chaperoning our new long-term 2023 Frontier? Is this some sort of revenge from my long-suffering boss? Much as I'm sure he relishes the idea, that's not it. If you recall, I wrote, and the team agreed, about the Frontier's saving grace: it's good at traditional pickup truck stuff. And right now, a traditional pickup truck is what I need, and can really put to the test. Moving the mules. You see, my wife and I have mules. That's not a euphemism for a social disease, I mean actual four-legged, long-eared, piss me off and I'll give you a kick you'll never forget mules. And when you have mules, or horses or donkeys or any kind of large animal, you pretty much need a pickup truck, because there's always large, heavy, bulky stuff to be moved, including the animals themselves. We already own a pickup, a 1993 Chevrolet C2500 with an 8-foot bed. It's a marvelous worker but a miserable driver, hard riding, parsimoniously equipped, a pain to park, and stunningly inefficient, averaging around 12 miles per gallon. So we have a second vehicle as a daily driver, a Jeep Liberty 4x4, if you must know, and when the Chevy doesn't have a job to do, it's parked at the ranch with the mules. Playing to the Frontier's strengths. Something got me thinking the Nissan Frontier could potentially replace both of those vehicles. Sure, that would mean doing without the cutting-edge tech found in our other long-termers, but we were looking for brawn, not brains, a pickup burly enough to handle equine chores, comfortable enough to drive every day, compact enough to work as an urban commuter, and capable of 4x4 adventuring of the kind my wife, Robin, and I never seem to get around to doing. Sure, there would be compromises. The Frontier can't carry as much hay as the heavy Chevy, but I figured a few extra trips to the feed store would be a reasonable trade-off for the convenience of a mid-size pickup. Convenience is important, too, because I've never seriously considered using a pickup truck as my daily driver. Frankly, I've always regarded doing so as a bit silly. With so much of a pickup size devoted to the bed, daily driving one seems to me like buying a 4-bedroom house and then boarding up half the rooms. I prefer the comfort and convenience of a car or an SUV, but I'm open to having my mind changed. So we called Nissan's public relations department and asked if they would consider a long-term loan of a 2023 Frontier. They were as surprised at the request as I was, but after hearing how we planned to use their truck, they agreed. One size fits us. Picking a specific model was easy. I wanted a long wheelbase Frontier, not just for the combination of crew cab, for dogs and people, and long bed, for hay, but also for maximum towing stability. In my experience, while many mid-size trucks have adequate towing capacity for our 2-horse trailer, short wheelbase models don't have the requisite margin of stability for animals, so a long wheelbase it must be. Nissan only offers this configuration in one trim level, the mid-range SV. That meant doing without nice-to-haves like leather upholstery and Nissan's fantastic 360-degree parking camera, features reserved for the Pro and Pro 4X models. Still, this is hardly a bare-bones work truck. All Frontiers are powered by a stout 310 horsepower 3.8-liter V6 backed by a 9-speed automatic transmission. Base models get a host of power accessories, to which the SV adds a power driver's seat, upgraded seat cloth, alloy wheels, and snazzier exterior trim. What's more, long wheelbase SVs include the convenience package, which is chock full of things we need or want: spray-in bed liner, class 4 hitch receiver with 4 and 7-pin wiring connectors, bed rails with movable cleats, LED bed lighting, 120-volt outlets in the cab and bed, dual-zone climate control, and heated seats, and a few we could take or leave: heated steering wheel, lockable glove box, leather on the tiller and shifter. This is a $2,190 package on other SVs, but it's baked into the $40,455 base price of the long wheelbase version. Picking our options sparingly. We also opted for the $990 technology package, which adds adaptive cruise control, blind spot and lane departure warning, but no lane centering, and rear park distance warning with automatic braking. We passed on the $750 10-speaker Fender audio system, hoping the standard 6-speaker system would be good enough. Limited inventory meant we couldn't be too choosy, but Nissan managed to locate a Frontier in deep blue pearl, a color Robin insists is more grown-up than the fire engine red I wanted, with all the options on the wish list, plus a $210 set of mud flaps. We then spec'd a handful of dealer-installed accessories, including a dash cam, spare tire lock, hood graphic, bumper step, power locking tailgate, hitch receiver cover and rubber floor mats, because the hay that goes into a mule must come out again, inevitably, someplace we need to walk, all of which we'll talk more about in a future installment. In total, they added $1,871 to the Frontier's price, and that total doesn't include the $136 Prodigy P2 trailer brake controller we had installed. Welcome to your new home, now get to work. As soon as it arrived, we put our new Frontier to work. As you read this, it's already shifted more than half a ton of hay and feed, and I had to vacuum out an embarrassing amount of dog hair to get it ready for its photo shoot. Truth be told, I feel a bit sorry for our new long-term Frontier. While most new vehicles live a pristine and cherished life, at least for the first few months, this Frontier is going to be worked like a mule. Its future is full of muddy boots and drooling dogs, trailers, trails, and lots of hay, and when it isn't doing horse chores, it'll be slogging through Los Angeles traffic. Not what I'd sign up for if I were a shiny new pickup truck, that's for sure. Will the Frontier prove itself to be the workhorse Nissan says it is? Can it fulfill all of the roles we're asking it to play? Stay tuned with us for the next few months to find out.